Greetings, Beth Warriors. Greetings. Greg is here. Where's here? The Hidden Light Studios. I've been putting in a tremendous amount of work to get this studio set up. I don't know if anybody's ever put together a studio and been in a space that has a tendency for a lot of echo, and it's been a challenge. And I'm grateful to be here. Kind of doing my first live sound check. So if you're on the other side, let me know how I sound. How do I sound? Does it sound good? We sounding good. We coming in clear. I know I'm coming in hot. I'm excited. I'm excited for this new day. You're probably seeing some new stuff out on the screen because the day has arrived. And what day is it? Well, it's a day of life, but it's been the accumulation, right, of me putting in 12 years of work on me in terms of the sobriety, the healing, and the expansion. But ultimately, we built this, we did this over the course of the winter, the transformational F journal, 12 weeks of really committed, in depth exploration of who you are so that you can get a better sense of self-mastery. And it's really my heart project. Was my passion project for me to condense my 12 years of healing, my 12 years of trying to figure out what was wrong with me. Why did I feel so fucking messed up? Why did I feel so broken on the inside? Like there was times where I would switch up my nutrition and be eating healthier, but I still felt broken, right? There was times that I started exercising on a more regular basis, but deep down inside, I still felt broken. Still felt like something wasn't right. And I needed to figure out how to fix that. And it really has become this process of knowing that healing, true healing, right, comes through your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, and your physical health. All four of these things. A lot of times we focus in on the nutrition. We're getting ready. We're in summer now. It's Memorial Weekend. And we're getting into summer, and that means that a lot less clothing is going to be worn. And a lot of us that haven't been taking care of the physical health, right, feel really insecure. And I've been there. I've been the fat dad bod wearing t-shirts and big shorts to kind of hide you know, the lesser version of myself. And it's embarrassing. And yet, even when I lost weight, right? I did a fitness challenge one year. I was in the beer industry and I did a fitness challenge, and it was like a Biggest Loser type thing, and like 4-month challenge, and I lost a ton of weight. I lost almost like 45 pounds, and everybody was like, "Dang, look at this guy." But the problem is that I lost the weight. I did feel better about myself. I did start exercising more, but I'm telling you, there was still something broken on the inside. Something was still off on the inside of me. And I've gone through those types of evolutions in terms of my finances, right? I've gone from having abundance, having so much money, it's ridiculous, making more in a month than have made in a whole year for some of the positions that I've taken on throughout my life. And even that, again, still broken, right? There's still something. The money didn't fix the inside, right? I can even tell you that through my faith journey, right? I've gone through a lot of faith journeys, Christianity, right? Catholicism, right? New Age spiritualism. Like I've tried a lot. I've tried everything. Even that, right? It didn't fix something deep down on the inside, right? I would be over there preaching the word of God. I would be over there, you know, even doing worship team stuff, singing, right? Doing the worship team, right? Helping out in kids' kingdom. And then yet something was still broken on the inside. And this is the type of conversation that we're going to have here in the Results Kill Excuses Academy, which isn't going to always it's not going to be this live broadcast, right? One of the projects that I've been working on in conjunction with this 12-week transformational F journal, which is a beautiful thing, man. It's an everyday thing. It's a huge commitment, and it's not for everybody, right? You got to want it. You got to want something more than what you got right now. You got to have a vision inside of you and say, I'm ready. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Ain't nothing going to stop me from knocking down whatever is in front of me that is in my way to getting the results, right? The results that I want. It's coming across the bottom of the screen right now, right? More peace, more health, more love, more satisfaction, more abundance, more healing, right? What do you want? The results. And this is not a fix it quick scheme, but behind the scenes, I've been working on the F journal, transformational F journal, right? It was a huge project for me because I really had to pour out everything that I've learned, everything that I've experienced into making something worthwhile. And so the other piece of this project is me putting together an app, which is a beautiful thing. An app is going to be a beautiful thing for me to create community of like-minded people, right? People like me, maybe someone like you, to where even if you need to get off of social media, right? You can now have a freestanding app where I'm going to have a lot of free content. There's going to be some really amazing content on there that gives you a taste of what the F journal is, because the F journal program, the course, it's not free. And yet I do believe that I want to give back to people. So you're going to have a lot of free content on there. But the cool thing is that when you sign up, right, you don't have to buy a printed version of the transformational F journal workbook. You can download all the pages and print them out from home or work or however you do that, right? And then you could just sign up for the course. But what you'll get in that is me giving you a very intimate motivation, right? Encouragement video every single day for 12 weeks. Every single day, we're going to be talking about, okay, what's today's assignment? Because that's the thing. There's some things that pop up every single day throughout the 12 weeks that really start to build that repetitiveness. And then there's also going to be, there's a unique lesson for each day for you to really become reflective. And I'll open up, here's one of like the main days, right? This is how you kind of start your day, filling out your gratitude jars, and then even doing some dreams, talking about dreams, talking about dream banks, visualizing affirmations. But then we have specialized content based on that week's focus area for your growth, for your development, for your reflection, for you to really dig deeper on yourself, because this is really a self-mastery program. It's for you to truly not just get healthy, right? Not just put muscle on, right? Not just make a bunch of money. It's about truly aligning all aspects of who we are, the mental, right? Dealing with some of the mental stuff that you've gone through, which all ultimately leads down to the emotional, spiritual, and the physical part of who you are. And so it's a very in-depth program, but it will require a huge commitment. A huge commitment. It's a self-paced program, but the commitment that you must engage with is that one, you're gonna choose you first, right? You're willing to sign up for this and see it through to the end. On another piece, though, you're gonna have to identify what vices that you're dabbling with, right? We could call them addictions. We could call them vices. We could call them things that are your method of basically avoiding uncomfortable emotional states of being. And what you're gonna need to do is make a commitment to yourself, to God, right? To your family, to your people, that you're gonna set that aside, that you're gonna put the vices down for this 12-week program. You're gonna give yourself this clearing, right? To choose you, to set the vice aside. It's not gonna be easy because, again, you're gonna need some help. You're gonna need professional help. You're gonna need spiritual help. You're gonna need everything that you got in order for you to do that. Because most people, you don't wanna admit it. We don't wanna feel like we got a problem. And that's one thing that on this platform that I'm building out, the app, the Results Kill Excuses app, right? Which is definitely a personal development academy. It's gonna be a lot of vulnerability, a lot of real talk, and a lot of it has to do with me. I'm the biggest poster child of screwing up in life and then getting knocked down and getting back up time and time and time and time and time again. And so I've appreciated everybody that's kind of been on this journey because it's been a 2.5 year journey that I really started putting out a consistent, regular message about my healing, about the things that I've experienced in life. Everything from, a 21-year marriage expiring to, multiple DWIs to domestic violence arrests, a lot of stuff that it's like I can speak very clearly about the things, right? That a lot of us are afraid to talk about, the mess ups, the heartbreaks, even after marriage expiring, getting into relationships in this day and age and having my heart broken, right? And having to say, you know what, another relationship isn't what solves my issue. It wasn't that person, it's me. I'm the one that needs to get fixed. I'm the one that has to take on that responsibility, right? And accountability to say, you know what? I need to deal with me. And it's not just losing weight. It's not just eating healthier. Those are factors. There's something deeper inside of us that we have to really go through that journey. And we got to be willing to set aside the vices. So I am incredibly excited to be right here, right now, in the Hidden Light studio, where I am going to start recording every single day, right? For not only the Transformational F Journal, but for the free content. The free content, I'm going to have 5 different courses, 5 different lessons, that'll each have 5 days of material. And again, this stuff's free. And you're going to get a motivational video. And you're also going to get a literal step-by-step walkthrough of these worksheets. Because that's really what makes this program unlike anything else, is I was able to meld my design background, my teaching background, right? Also transmuted into all of the healing and, fixing my trauma, right? The perseverance, all of that into this 12-week program, and I have a very specific design. Like, this is how the F journal looks. This is how we do it. And it's the way that I have figured out how to make journaling fun, right? And I always like to tell this story as I've been kind of nibbling and talking to people and sharing this idea little bit by little bit, is if you think back to when you were like in elementary school or junior high or just any level of education, right? If you were given the choice between, writing a essay or doing a worksheet, I don't know about you, but I'm the kid that was like, "Yeah, I'm getting that worksheet." And they were always fun. Like, worksheets were always, like, fun. It was, like, almost like that little space inside of school, in the class, where you could be like, "Oh, this is fun." Like, school's kind of fun because it allowed you to, like, just I don't know, it was like playing, right? Like crossword puzzles and word searches and you know, it felt more engaging for someone like me with my learning style. Some of y'all like to read 5 chapters and then write a book report. That's not really me. I would fail at that school time and time and time again. And I'm someone that's got 3 college degrees. I got a master's in business administration. And even that I finished throughout this 12-year journey. I finished 3 levels of college in my mid-30s, putting life on hold to say, I gotta be more well-rounded as a man so I could be a better provider, so that I could add more value to myself and to the society and to the community and really like not just disregard, that piece of paper. So as I come here, today is day 1. Today is the first. This is the first recording. If you've tuned in here, thank you. Today is the first, right, live broadcast from the Hidden Light studio. You guys like my backdrop? Give me a thumbs up. Comment if you like the backdrop. I made this, right? And I'm excited. I am truly, truly excited because I have a clear vision and I have something to offer the world, not just words. Right. A lot of us, we get caught up, and myself included. I listen to tons and tons and tons, countless hours of motivation, of affirmation, because I'm having to reprogram something inside of me. And that is an aspect of this healing process. It really is. We'll get deeper into conscientious, subconscious, and superconscious. But I now have something to offer the world. The entire world, man, right here. Transformational F Journal, 12 weeks. But I'm building out, first and foremost, some really over-delivered. And when I say the word over-delivered, I mean it's content that you would usually figure that you got to pay for. Most people will gatekeep it and be like, they'll give you a little taste. I'm going to give you guys the whole meal, right? And again, these are things that I really had to deep dive on. So one of the first ones that I'm going to be putting up, because this is really what got me started, is called Breaking Up with My Addictions. Breaking up with my addictions. And so I love kind of being creative and fun with the titles of these lessons. But breaking up with my addictions is going to take you on a real deep, reflective journey about your relationship. And it doesn't have to just be alcohol, drugs. I mean, you could have addiction to just about anything now. We can have addictions to our doggone phones. We can have addictions to food. That's a huge one. A big one we got is addiction to food. Food addictions. The emotions, something isn't right, something has us stressed out, and boom, we totally go zombie mode and we start overeating, right? We start eating our feelings, eating our emotions, and we know it doesn't, there's an issue there. You need to realize that's not normal, that there's an issue there. There's something that you need to address, and you know you need to address it. This is not news. This is not revelation to you. This is me knowing what is happening in the lives, in the minds, in the hearts, in the souls of other human beings, because I know we're all interconnected. And I'm someone that I know that I have been called for a time such as this to share with you my ups, my downs, my heartbreaks, my sadness, right? My healing, my victories, my success, and ultimately my gifts and my talents. I know I have a talent to do this. I could press live and I could talk all day, right? But I'm so grateful that the first one is breaking up with my addictions. And I think it's going to be really fun. I can't wait to hear people's feedback as I launch it, but it's going to be on the app and it's going to be something that is free. It's completely free, man. You just jump on there. You can download the pages, or you may have a small charge where I may put together a small printed version of all 5 of the first free classes, that for me to ship you that workbook, there'll probably be like a small charge with that. But if you want, you could just print them out. It's free. You can get on there, watch the videos, print out the sheet, fill it out, right? Do the next day, do the next day, do the next day, do the next day. And then keep doing days, keep doing life, keep expanding on that. But I'm trying to turn something that most of us do not like to do, right? What do most people I know, and I've taught 4th and 5th grade public education. I was in higher education for 6 years. I'm back doing some work in higher education as well right now. But one thing I know that most people don't like to do is write, and they also don't like to read. So instead of making like it's a 320-page journal, this workbook, the Transformation Life Journal, it's all fun. It's all fun stuff, right? It's going back to being a child, man. Like, let's get back to having fun, being youthful, being playful, but then also being committed and serious about, like, let's fix some of the stuff that's broken inside of us, right? Let's give ourselves permission to heal, right? To be happy again, right? How many of you can genuinely say that you're happy? Like, that when you wake up, you're happy, that you can make it through a day without overeating, without drinking, without needing anything from the external, to just say, you know what, like, I'm really happy with my life. Most of us, if we're really honest, we're not. We're sad, we're lonely, we're depressed, right? We're anxious. We lack self-confidence. We lack self-esteem. We do not truly feel that we are worthy, right? We continue to make excuses, and we continue to stay in that complacency and in that lonely place, mentally and emotionally, and even spiritually, right? Where it's like a broken record. Life is like a broken record. It's another Memorial Day weekend. What did we do last year? Let's do it again this year. Or maybe you're doing something, but it's kind of still the same. And that was my life before I really started getting sober. My life from about the time I was like, I don't know, after 18 for sure, 17. I joined the military when I was 17, graduated high school when I was 17 years old. I know I started creating alcoholic patterns by the time I was at least 15. My freshman year of high school, 14, 15 years old, right? I started formulating patterns of alcoholism, dependency on alcohol. And it wasn't just for fun. A lot of us, we just made it about fun. We partied everywhere we went. And so that's the broken record. That doesn't matter if I was in the most beautiful place on earth. Guess what I was doing? I was getting shit-faced. Not even remembering half of the stuff, puking half of the times, right? Getting sick and doing it all over again. Freaking dog, man. That's that dog life. I'm so grateful I can't live that life anymore. And it's been 12 years. I couldn't even imagine. Right? I can't imagine. I know what it is to have a terrible hangover. And I truly do believe that we're all capable of doing more. And when I say doing more, it's doing more for you. And it's not a selfish thing. That's not self-righteous. That's not narcissistic. That's not egotistic, right? We only have this life to do, and we do 100% of this life with who? Ourself and all the voices within. And sometimes if you don't really start to monitor and realize where these voices from within are coming from, you'll allow those voices to literally keep you at a lesser place of life. And when I say lesser, I'm meaning just when you talk to older people, right? Elders, over 70, over 80, in their 90s, when you talk to them and you say, hey, what's your biggest regret? Right? Go talk to somebody. A lot of us are going to spend time with family members, older family members. Ask people, what's your biggest regret in life so far? Right? When you look back on your life, what do you regret the most? And a lot of it is just not doing the things for themselves. A lot of us literally set aside our own hopes, dreams, ambitions, talents, gifts. We set this stuff aside because someone else has come into our life, and for whatever reason, their life matters more, that they get to be the main character, and you got to kind of be like an extra or a co-star in their movie called life. That's one analogy of looking at it. And what I've learned throughout my own healing is, real healthy, secure relationships should be building each other up. And we are in a really wild time right now in terms of relationship, in terms of masculine and feminine and, the roles and, just all of the expectations, right? Everybody's so guarded. Everybody's so, withholding, right? We all want love. We all want deeper connection, but we're withholding it. And I think that's the great alignment for me to be showing up right now in this season with something like this, with this puppy, with this bad boy, the transformational F journal, because right now so many people are starting to wake up and say, you know what? Maybe I do need to start putting some more focus and emphasis on my own self-care, self-love, my own healing, right? Because I want to attract, higher quality people that are more aligned with me, people that don't want to just take from me, people that actually build me up and that I can build up, and we can kind of become contagious with this stuff. It's contagious. But if you know what it's like to just lose yourself in a relationship, lose yourself, right, in a work environment to where you're miserable and you're willing, like you literally hate what you're doing, but you got to survive. You need the check. It's like, what do you do? Well, what you do is you start figuring out who you are, right, through this process. The first week of the F journal is self-discovery, right? And in that process, you got to really figure out, what do you love? What do you hate? What do you want? And why? And I can almost guarantee you that some of the biggest opportunities, right, in doing this exercise, right? What do you love? What do you hate? What do you want? And why? Some of the biggest opportunity in that is, here's an example, right? This is the F journal. This is what makes it fun. It's dang worksheets with emojis and all kinds of cool other stuff. I designed every single page in this book. And you know, what I was saying was I think the biggest opportunity is in the list of what do you hate? Because a lot of us are allowing our limiting beliefs to really set the tone for our worthiness. When I say limiting beliefs, I'm going to define that real quick. A limiting belief is an idea or a thought that you have about yourself, the world, or others, right? That restricts your growth. I'm going to say that one more time. A limiting belief is a thought or an idea about yourself, the world, or others that restricts your growth. It's restricting your growth. Thoughts and ideas that you have going through your head is literally holding you back. And it's time to start figuring out, why do you have those thoughts that hold you back? Where do they come from? That's the Transformational F Journal. It's a 12-step process that really reduces down my 12 years of healing, my 12 years of sobriety, where we go from week 1, self-discovery, to week 2 is goals, dreams, right? Getting back to having an imagination and like realizing that no matter what age you are, you're not old. That's a limiting belief. That is a great example of a limiting belief. You telling yourself at any age, fill in the blank, I'm old. I'm too old. That's a limiting belief, because I guarantee you someone your age is doing exactly what you wish you could be doing right now. And it's not because they're lucky. It's not because they're better than you. If you have something in your mind, you are one of one. One of one. You are so special. You are so unique. And that if you have these thoughts and these visions inside of you, and they're truly authentically aligned with your divine birthright of who you are, who God created you to be, the thoughts are not you. The ideas are not you, right? That vision of something greater is you. But the thoughts that hold you back, the ideas that hold you back, the people that hold you back are not you. And I'm here to help you do that. So the first 3 weeks of the Transformational F Journal goes from self-discovery to goals to acceptance. See, we have to be able to own our lives. We have to first say, who are we? Then we have to say what it is that we want, the goals, the dreams, the desires. And then we have to take one step further and say, why don't I have that yet? And you have to accept the reality, the decisions that you have made. And yes, I know we all want to be the biggest of biggest victims in 2024. But I'm also ready to start shaking you from that mentality, to know that all of the challenges, all of the things that have happened in your life did not happen to you, they happened for you. And it's one of the mysteries of this whole entire experience, which you are a spiritual being having a human experience, but there's the mystery of that, of knowing that no matter how horrific the things that happen to you, if you survived it, oh man, you have a gift. It's actually a gift. And I know that's really hard for a lot of people to hear, but it's a gift in the way that you can transmute it. You're an alchemical transmuter. You can turn pain, agony, grief into victory, success, purpose, passion, making a difference in this world. It's so incredible how we can turn our pain into our purpose. But we have to be willing to empower ourselves to say, I'm not a victim. I'm a victor, and I am going to take this on. And those are the only people I'm trying to help out here. I want everybody to at least give themselves a chance to try the free material, when the app launches. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing. You have to be willing. I can't do it for you. And I'm not trying to sell you on this. Anything I've said, if you can listen this much, anything I said, it's not me to sell you on this stuff. I am just trying to reveal what I have created, what I have manifested. This is manifestation. This did not exist. And this is unique in and of itself. This is true manifestation. But it took me waking up literally 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, freaking covered in clothes, like, throughout the middle of the winter. Manifesting this through inspired action, dedication, devotion to trying to truly bring something that does not exist into existence. And you have the same gift to co-create your life, because everything you're experiencing right now is your creation. It is from your thoughts. It is from your feelings. And I want to inspire you to, at least when the app launches, if you're hearing this message, get on there, try something free. And if it resonates with you, if it aligns with you, then do some more, and maybe even pull the trigger and invest in you, and invest in purchasing the course for the Transformational F Journal 12-week program to see what that does for you. Because I know that if you're hearing this message, right, it's because there is an opportunity for you. It's an opportunity for you to choose you, to quit making excuses, and to start getting the results that you desire in your life. More freedom, more abundance, more joy, more happiness, more peace, more love, right? More sense of purpose, more sense of self-confidence, the things that we truly desire in life, more experiences, right? More health. And those are the true essences of this life. But I know it's a tough time. I know these times are tough, and that's why now is the time. That's why I'm on here. That's why I continue to invest in this program, in this cause, because I know it's my gift to you. I appreciate you guys for checking in with me. Give me some feedback on how the volume sounds. And I'm going to be back very soon. Continue to be back on here. I'm so grateful for the Hidden Light Studio as being the container which is going to inspire me and to hold this energy for me to share my message with the entire world. So I love you. Thank you so much for checking on here. Do yourself a favor. Go do something that makes you feel really alive today. Go spend some time out in nature. Listen to the bird song. Kick off your shoes and socks. Just let your naked bare feet touch the ground, touch some grass, touch some dirt. Do some breath work, which is just in through your nose and out. I mean, this stuff sounds so simple. It sounds so almost childish that you're almost like, no, how could this be the things that will bring me more peace, bring me more calm, allow me to truly connect with the inner self, so that you can truly start listening to that intuition and then feeling the inspired sense of being, to start taking actions, to start eliminating some of the things that are not adding life to you, but robbing you of your life, right? I love you guys. Thank you for checking on here. Thank you for being a part of my journey, right? And I hope to really show up for you guys as much as possible, and certainly with the Results Kill Excuses app, because you know the drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me. Greg's out.